So breathe, breathe, breathe all in you. You can make my love your home. Make my love your home.
Hi friends, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel for part 2 of my first ever solo vacation. If you missed it, the last video that came out, we did a Boston vlog, and I left Boston this morning and I'm starting my drive up to Maine, and currently just pulled over in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I learned yesterday that you have to drive through New Hampshire to get to Maine, and so I said if I'm driving through it, let's see it. I'm gonna catch you guys up to speed. Okay, picked up a rental car. Feeling so incredibly blessed because they gave me the exact same car that I drive, a Mazda CX-5. This one is red, this one's a little bit older, but I just feel like I'm driving my car. I do like the white interior. That's pretty nice, but it makes getting around feel much less scary because like I know the size of it, and I'm just so thankful. And the sweet friend I made in Boston gave me a couple coffee shop recommendations to see in Portsmouth. I am desperately in need of coffee. I just pulled up to her first recommendation, but they closed 30 minutes ago. But her second recommendation is still open, and it's called Cup of Joe. And it kind of looks like, from the maps, that it's on the water and kind of in the middle of everything. So this could be great. I'm thinking that we park here, get a cup of coffee, walk around, and then leisurely make our way up the coast to where I'm staying, which is Kennebunkport, Maine. And I planned this whole trip around this one kind of like bed and breakfast hotel that I found because the vibes are so Michel, but it's like in a house, and they have cabins on site too, but I got a room in the house and it looks like just the style is so me, and I cannot wait to get there, but I want to enjoy the drive, not rush getting there. So let's go get some coffee. Let's walk around for a bit, and let's get this vlog officially started. So, I got a peppermint latte because it feels like winter here. And look at how cute. Look at that church. It honestly feels like a fake little town in the winter snow. And I don't know if the water's this way or not, but I'm just walking away from the construction at this point, and I'll find my way back to my car one way or another. Petition for more cute alleys with cute restaurants. And I turned this corner. Can you see it? Can you see the water? I can see it. Let's go see it. I'm so cold. Turns out when people say port city, they mean like port for work. So this is as much water as I could really get access to, at least within walking distance. But it's beautiful in its own special way. Thanks for coming on this little adventure with me. Look at that blue house. I'm feeling very chaotic energy right now. The drive to Kennebunkport, now I took like kind of highways here from Boston, and now since I cut towards the water, it's going to be along the water, which is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm excited to do that. Let's do it. I had high hopes for this, and this has so exceeded my expectations. Can't wait to show you the whole downstairs of the house, because it's like for anybody to hang out in. They have like coffee and tea and food and water and all that kind of stuff, but this is all my room. Okay, ready? You enter here. This is like a whole den space. I got the one with the fireplace because I knew it'd probably be chilly. And then there's this whole like so cute setup. Here's another look out the window at all the different cabins that they have to rent, which I think would be a lot of fun if you had, more than one person. Then this way, this is like a little closet situation, and they have a whole separate bed, 2 TVs, 1 girl. Gosh, what can we even do with all that? And cute little street, and even some snacks. Wow, that's so sweet. And then look at how nice this bathroom is. It's like concrete shower and concrete sink. It's so charming. Not to toot my own horn. Nobody recommended this place to me. Nobody even recommended Kennebunkport to me. I just kind of lucked into this, and I am in love. I am in love. She was also like, when I got here, oh, here's the thing to fill out for your breakfast. And it's like a build your own like toast or bagel with all sorts of very cool, healthy, fun toppings. And I was like, do you have a recommendation of what I should do if I'm gluten-free? And she was like, then we have this, blah, 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 of like different toasts and muffins and jams and bagels and all gluten-free. But speaking of food, I was traveling during lunch, so I'm quite hungry. Haven't had anything yet since breakfast, and I'm gonna see how far away this place is for dinner and maybe get a little less casual. I don't know, or do I just wear this? I can't quite decide. And let's go have a fancy French dinner that also labels gluten-free. Cue montage.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
Good morning for my first morning in Maine. I put back on this. I sleep in the sports bra underneath it because look what was just brought to my door. Breakfast. I checked off the most random things for this gluten-free toast, but also kind of sounds great. Oh, I forgot. I got a bagel. I chose, oh, and it's warm, a gluten-free bagel for this morning. Wow, that looks really good for gluten-free. The toppings I chose were whipped cream cheese spread, avocado, olives, arugula. We got all of our healthy fats, and a coffee. Look at how cute these mugs are. She said the coffee's in here and you can just pour it into the mug. So I'm gonna definitely start with some coffee. And I'm thinking the plan for today, I'm just now getting some work done this morning so that we can play. And I think today I kind of want to stick around this area, whether it's just exploring the town, there's some hikes, I don't know, do whatever. And then tomorrow I think we should drive maybe to Portland and explore that area. There's apparently a lot of good food recommendations in Portland. And clearly my favorite thing to do when I'm traveling is try new foods. So that's kind of the game plan I'm getting together today. So I'm gonna eat this, wrap up work, shower, get ready for the day, and we're gonna have such a good day. I'm feeling so thankful just that this place exists. I feel at peace. I really do. Okay, we got dressed. We got all of our work done. And we are just gonna walk everywhere today because Kennebunkport's that small. Even like the furthest point is the beach, and that's a mile. And it is the only sunny day that we're gonna be here, and the highs are in like the mid 50s, so it's gonna get to be nice, I think. So let's venture. Starting the stroll, and every single house here is so stinking cute. I love visiting little cute towns so much more than cities. I mean, like, I want to see cities because I think it's important, but this makes me like so, my heart feels good. Like, look at how cute. We're just in a neighborhood. It's pretty windy, so hopefully my dead cat on my mic works for this clip, but a mile walk feels longer than you think it would, and I've made it to the beach. I'm just sitting on like this little like concrete dock that they have above the water, but there's even some like older houses down on the water that way. I feel like it's just good for the soul. I'm very glad I brought earphones, and I'm just gonna probably sit here for 20-30 minutes and just take it in.
I was out there alone, moving from station to station. I've been searching for the right one, but I was ready for something more. traveling solo. You've been running with the wild ones, and you were ready for something more. Something more. Something more.
As you can see, I had a grand old time just venturing around the beach by myself, got a coffee, and these are the back sides of all the shops. And they're on stilts. They're on like this little harbor, bay, port, water, ocean, stilts. I said it was a goal of mine to go and see a lighthouse. So while I was drinking my coffee, I was researching the options, and there's one south about 40 minutes, and it looks really cute. So it's not that far of a drive. I think that I'm gonna head back to the hotel, use the bathroom, grab water, and grab the car. And let's go see a lighthouse. I am so happy I made it here. Look at this. This is like perfectly cliche in every single way I ever hoped it would be. Just like big rocks, water, lighthouse. And I just found out that there's like a lobster place up there too, which might be in order. I don't know. Hit all the cliches at once.
No, my love, don't worry about the cold just yet. The trees haven't started to shed. Just feel the summer sun as it warms our bed. I'm lying, and I'm lying, but I hope you know that I won't.
You would absolutely not believe this solo travel plot twist. Let me fill you in real quick. I set my phone up somewhere to try to get a video clip, and I knew, I was like, this might fall, but I tested it and I was like, it won't. Okay, we're good. It did fall. And not only did it break my screen, it broke my phone. And solo traveling in a new state without a phone, not the easiest. So I asked a couple girls, I was like, can y'all help me figure out where to find the closest store to buy a phone? And the closest option is, I have AT&T, and they're like, that's back in New Hampshire. And I was like, awesome. So I've got, just by following signs, to the general area of what I think is an AT&T store, and I don't know which of these centers it's in, and I have no way to look it up. So I found a Whole Foods, and Whole Foods is my favorite place on earth, and I'm hoping it's going to be my saving grace because I have to pee. So I'm going to go find a bathroom and ask someone in there to please help me find the last missing part of the puzzle to find an AT&T store, and I'm hoping that they can just put my SIM card in a new phone and I should be good to go. I'm remaining very calm, cool, and collected. I think God's just trying to continue to show me that I'm capable of things. Thank you, God, for this one. Honestly, a complete miracle that I drove to a different state and somehow got here. So let's pray that the miracle is completed and they have a phone for me to put my SIM card in. We have a new phone. None of my stuff is on it. I feel like a few vlogs ago when everything went wrong and I had to navigate to the Apple store was just preparing me for this moment. I at least have GPS and I have to go home and then like back everything up on Wi-Fi. If the hotel's Wi-Fi is strong enough, we will find out. But okay, an hour drive back to Maine. This is a fun little intermission. Okay, back to the feel-good content. We've made it back to Kennebunkport, and I realized that the place I was hoping to go to dinner tonight closes in an hour. So I just parked back at the hotel and I'm walking to dinner and feeling very thankful that I am comfortable, like I know where things are. And I think that that is one of the many lessons I've learned so far just navigating places alone, is that it's a huge blessing to feel familiar with your surroundings. And so that's a little life lesson that I'm never going to take for granted. Oh, it's just so beautiful here. I'm just always shocked. It's been quite the day, y'all. It's been quite the day. Well, I found myself sitting at the bar here at this restaurant, and I figured one of the safest ways to get lobster would be on a salad to have it gluten-free, and I feel like I also need some veggies, so that works out well. And the view here is really quite pretty with all the boats right outside, so it worked out well. I figured out how to turn on the fireplace, which is so nice. And I'm going to be right here getting some work done before the weekend. That being said, I'll see y'all for tomorrow, where I think we're going to go to Portland. I am breaking some rules. There's a separate park that I think you're supposed to view this from, because this is technically, I guess, a private residence, but I wanted to see how close I can get, and there's all these signs that say, like, don't come up here. So I'm just quickly standing outside the driveway to show you this lighthouse, our first lighthouse of the day, and I think it's beautiful, and I'm gonna go where I'm supposed to go now, but look, we're so close. It's so fun. And here's where we've ended up on this super windy day hike. Oh, can you even hear me? There's like a little island or a little like cape or something out that way, which is pretty cool. You'd never believe it. I made it to another lighthouse. 3 lighthouses in 24 hours. I'm gonna go see how close I can get, and maybe we can, I don't know, explore. Is it open? People are like walking around it. Okay, how do we get there? I'm gonna find it.
All this love and all this pain you've given. All this love and all this pain you bring.
This is beautiful. I think this is the most populated, like, touristy lighthouse out of the 3 that we've seen, but I think it's also my favorite. Just the way it's positioned is very quintessential, and I'm glad that we went on a lighthouse tour today before we go get our donuts and our coffee, which is needed because I'm cold. We've made it to Portland, and we've made it to the Holy Donut, and I'm praying that they still have some gluten-free ones left for us to try. Who knew that each one of our vlogs would have a donut taste test? We can see how these compare to the donuts in the Boston vlog. But these are potato based, so I have old fashioned. It's unglazed. It's not at all what I was expecting, because it's not very sweet, but it's very good. I did get a glazed one. Honey lavender. I wanted to get the one that was triple C, which is caramel, chocolate, and coconut, but I'm not supposed to have coconut, so I went with this instead. The icing's really good. This is delicious, but I think that the Boston place wins. I should say that quietly. Y'all know I'm a sucker for good branding, and this store looks like it has very good branding, so maybe we should check it out. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Everything in here is so cute. Wow. This is very if Michel lived in Portland and wore only jackets all the time. Okay, this is what I got in that shop. It's the exact same color as my jacket, but I tried this on without the jacket. Look at these chino pants. They're kind of high-waisted. They're like a boyfriendy type chino. I love these buttons. The brand is Alex and Mill, which I've seen before, but you know, fun to make one little purchase during this trip. And he told me I should go to the East Promenade. He said it's beautiful, and on Saturdays they usually have food trucks. So maybe in a little bit that could be our good casual dinner plan, to find some food for dinner. But also look, there's boats everywhere. It's pretty cool, huh? I think it's pretty cool. I guess when it's raining there's no food trucks here, but I still wanted to see it, and it is cool because you can see all the little islands around. But good news, a place that a lot of y'all recommended, Eventide, I think is how they pronounced it on their own voicemail, has gluten-free lobster rolls. And though I don't think it's probably too last minute for me to get a reservation, I ordered one to pick up online. So I figured we could pick it up and take it somewhere scenic and eat it in the car, have a nice little casual dinner, since it's rainy, and try a second lobster roll to see if it beats the one in Maine. This one's half the price, but I think it's also half the size, so that makes sense. Let's go get it. So we are officially taking a picnic in our trunk, and this is the little lobster roll, and it does say it's gluten-free, but this is like almost like house-made steamed bun. Looks very fluffy. I'm a little concerned about how fluffy and good it looks, but here's the view from our little picnic situation. We're gonna try to one-hand it. They're really steamed buns. Oh, here goes nothing. Oh my gosh. That is a million times better than the one we had in Boston. The brown butter, it's warm. The steamed bun, the brown butter. Oh my, The view? This is seriously so good that I'm mourning the last bite, and I like don't want it to end, and I should have gotten multiple, and it's so fluffy that I'm kind of worried it's not gluten-free, but you know, gluten-free bun, gluten allergy, I'm gonna trust it. All that to say, if you're ever in Portland, Maine, please go here, Eventide, I think, and get the lobster rolls. Good morning from our last day in Maine. It's actually Easter, and when I booked this trip, totally didn't check the calendar and think that Easter is today, but the Airbnb hotel, whatever we're calling this, had the most gorgeous spread for Easter this morning, so I got a couple shots. I'll just enter them right here, which is so kind. I thought it could be very fun to try to live stream Mosaic's church service from somewhere scenic. I initially was not planning on going north of Portland, which we were at yesterday, but I found another lighthouse / apparently very scenic peak and cove 2 hours north, and I think I'm gonna do it. And then we would drive back through Portland to pick up food on the way home, which would be nice because that definitely seems to have the best food. It is called Pemaquid Point. There's a lighthouse, there's a cove, and I already have mapped a bathroom stop. There's a Starbucks not that far outside of that because I've learned that these more scenic spots try to find a bathroom beforehand. Just in case you want to hang out there, there's probably not a bathroom. So that is our plan. Let's get on the road and let's see one more beautiful scenic thing and maybe watch a church service while we're there. 2.5 hours later and I've made it to another lighthouse. That's four lighthouses in one trip. But look at it.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things.
And here's my Easter church set up for the day. This is how I'm doing Easter service. I was starting the drive back to Portland to go find dinner, and look what I just passed. An antique mall with over 100 vendors open 7 days a week, and I'm gonna come back in here where it's more quiet. I would love to see if I can find a small piece of art to take home for my gallery wall that would fit in my suitcase. This might be a good spot, at least worth a quick check, so let's go check. I think I'm gonna be successful here because this is only the first room out of this whole mall, and there's already quite a few things. This is a good size. Here's my hand for scale, and that's like the coast, but I'm gonna remember that and try to find a lighthouse if possible. Wait guys, this is only $25, and it says antique hand-colored photo of Maine shore scene. The other one I was looking at was over 100. This one's a little bit bigger, but I think I could still probably fit it in my suitcase, no problem. Hello, I've made it back to Portland. I'm gonna try to dine into that exact same restaurant that we got a lobster roll yesterday. I don't know if I'll be successful or not. If not, I'll take it to go, but I am the proud new owner of this amazing painting picture. It's kind of both. I cannot believe it was $25, and it's everything I've dreamed of and more. Like, the color palette is precisely what I want, and I thought it'd be cool if over time I pick up little paintings from trips and then like one day have a huge cool gallery wall. Wouldn't that be a fun long-term goal? I'm excited. Okay, it is 4:52 p.m. before dinner time, so I'm hoping that means it's not too busy. Let's go get maybe some oysters, maybe some lobster. I don't know, just the last seafood hurrah before I leave tomorrow morning and I'm far away from good seafood again.
This morning has so clear a light as any to see the horizon and the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And it's a good day today. It's a good day to live.
It was such a good meal, and Portland is really growing on me. I will say, walking around like Main Street yesterday, I was like, and then like seeing more of the like off the beaten path things. Everything is so cool and so curated, and I'm a big fan of that. My plan for the night is to make the drive back to where I've been staying in Kennebunkport, pack up and leave kind of early tomorrow morning. But I have really enjoyed this so much more than I thought I would, and I was on a phone call earlier saying that this has been just so much less stressful and so much more fun than I expected there to be more stressful moments. Of course, losing this was difficult, but like still, it's all been very easy to navigate and a lot of fun. So I hope that this encourages someone to go out and do something adventurous for yourself if you've been like wanting to, but maybe a little bit nervous too. It's worth it. It's fun. And I know I ended the Boston vlog saying this, but if you've clicked on this video and watched it all the way through, you're helping to support my dreams of being able to maybe mix in more content like this moving forward, which is what I would really love to do. So thank you for watching it and clicking on it and being here and spending time with me and growing with me and learning with me and exploring with me and just honestly doing life with me. I get teary and emotional when I think about how thankful I am to do life with so many incredible people online. It is an absolute dream. Okay, I love y'all. Thank you a million times. I'm gonna start the drive back, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.
So give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more talking to you. And here we go again. Staying up all night to see if you've been texting me. Where do we go from here?